Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be discussing today's Instagram post where I discuss different words that we need to let go as parents. They don't serve us any good anymore, especially with this new understanding that we have. So let's begin with some of the words. The first one is when we say as parents, we need to choose our battles. What does that mean? Do we feel like we are always going to have battles with our child and we need to be selective with which battle? How about we give that up and we look at our relationship with the lenses of this relationship where it's me and my child facing whatever challenges come up in our relationship versus the mindset of having battles that is me against my child, right? It's never me against my child. It's me and my child together facing challenges. And when we're in that mindset, there are no battles. Yes, sometimes we do need to set limits and we need to, communicate different concerns of ours. And then we get to listen to our child's concerns as well. However, we are going about things in a collaborative way. The next, the next word is, hold on a second here. The next word is shy. So oftentimes people make a child feel like being shy is something that is awkward, when a child is unsocial, or it shows a lack of confidence, when really shy, first of all, is a label that we put on our child. But besides putting a label on our child, it actually shows such strength. Our child is confident enough to listen to their own body and not speak up and not participate. And even if that means that they're on their own, how confident is that? Right? So instead of labeling children as being shy and making them feel like something is wrong with them or this is who they are, we need to look at every moment for what it is. Sometimes a child feels discomfort and doesn't want to do something, and that's okay. The next term is, hold on a second here, my computer. Oops. Okay. When we tell children, use your words, right? So when children are having a lot of emotions, they're crying, they're upset about something, and a parent will come and say, use your words. So previously, maybe we felt like we need to remind our children to use their words, right? They need to be able to verbally express what's going on for them. However, we need to have this understanding that children are always doing their best. If a child can't use their words, it's because they really, really can't. So we as parents are the ones that need to step up and provide the words for them, right? So if our child is having a hard time expressing something, we can share the words, right? Oh, is this what's going on for you, right? Be curious about it. Ask your child, right? Verbally express what you feel they might be going on for them, instead of adding this pressure on them to actually find the words to express their words. Hold on. So this term is actually really common, and I feel like it's really such a bad lens to see toddlers through, right? When parents will say something like, my child is going through the terrible twos. So let's take a moment. What's going on here, right? We had a baby that was easily, brought from one location to the next. They didn't express themselves, right? They weren't able to say no. They weren't able to say yes. They just went with our flow. And here suddenly we have a toddler. So the baby is now capable of walking, talking, saying no. And this might awaken things in us as parents, and we feel uncomfortable. And suddenly we call our child terrible when really maybe we are having a horrible time with this awakening that our child is awakening within us, and we're putting it on them. So instead of looking at, this stage as a terrible twos, look at it as a wonderful time where a baby goes from not being able to express themselves, not being able to be independent and walk, to now becoming their beautiful self. And we get to witness this with them. Let me go to the next term. Oh, hold on a second here. Okay. This is a big one. When parents, or a lot of teachers actually say this, sharing is caring. Is sharing really caring? Does all that matters is that other people want, well, is the only thing that matters what other people want? So if a child is playing with something and somebody wants it, they have to give up what they have. They have to give it up because how the other person feels is more important than them. Is that what being caring is? Imagine every time we play with something, somebody else wants it. And then we are forced to give it to them, or we have to give it to them. Otherwise, we are unkind and not nice and not caring. How awful that must feel. And also how resentful we might be to the other person for wanting what we want. So trust in your children's goodness. It feels good to give. Give them the space needed to share when they are capable of sharing. Capable and actually also want to share. When children are very young, it is very normal that they aren't capable of sharing. It's very hard for them to see the other person's needs and perspective. The next one. This is also a very popular thing to say. You get what you get and you don't get upset. Think about this. What's wrong with getting upset with what we got? Why can't we share that we aren't happy with what we got? It doesn't mean that our parent is going to give us something else. It just means that we want to share how we feel. And why aren't we allowed to share how we feel about what we got? So when we're told you get what you get and you don't get upset, it kind of feels like, oh, I shouldn't be sharing that I'm upset right now. And if I feel upset, there's something wrong with me. I'm not supposed to be feeling upset. And we all know that we don't have control over how we feel. So you just need to think to yourself, do you want your child to share this with you, how they're feeling, or for them to feel like they need to put up a front that they're okay with what they got? And the last one is black sheep. Black sheep is somebody that is, in a family, they'll call a child a black sheep, somebody that is different, awkward, rebellious. And really, when we think about it, how brave is that child to stand alone, confident, courageous, to be their authentic self, to see through nonsense, and to stand up for who it is they are, no matter what other people tell them. They don't care about external validation. They don't care about getting approved by their family. How powerful. We have a lot to learn from all the black sheeps, for anybody that's listening to this and was called a black sheep. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel and follow along on Instagram and YouTube. Every day I will be sharing a little bit about each post.